Hello and welcome to Taylor's Tech Talks. It's a day I've been waiting for a very long time. I finally got the Magic Keyboard in my hands and I'm going to do an unboxing and the first impressions right now for you. So let's just get started and open it up. Cool, so this is my first actual look at it, first time I've had it in my hands. I've seen quite a few reviews already of this, so I have had a bit of an idea of how the hinge actually works. But essentially, if you can see on the leather, it opens up so about just shy of 90 degrees. And then from that point, it's the back bit that bends back, and that's the part that gives you your viewing angles. So really, when it was first announced, I actually thought that the angles you'd get would be greater tan this. They claim that would be 130 degrees. It sounded a bit wider than I thought it would be, but I think that'd be okay. The first thing I noticed about this case is the build quality. As you'd expect the price point it sits at, you kind of expect a really high standard of build quality. The hinges on this feel very sturdy, much sturdier than any other keyboard case I've tried before. You can tell they've used very premium materials to make this. Something else I've noticed is just how strong the magnets are that hold the iPad to the keyboard itself. Having tried the Apple Folio case, I can definitely say that magnets on this are a lot stronger, and the iPad is definitely not going anywhere, which is really nice. Something else that's instantly apparent to me is how strong the opening mechanism is. It does take a bit of force to get open, but then again, once it is open, it is not going anywhere. One thing that I was most looking forward to try is the typing experience on this keyboard, and I've heard that this is actually the nicest keyboard to type on for an iPad, so I'm just going to try it here. One thing I've noticed instantly about this keyboard is that the keys have got a lot more travel than the keyboard that I'm used to, which makes it feel a lot more like a MacBook and less like an iPad, which I really like. Another nice thing about this as well is that it does have a trackpad built in, which I know that some other third parties do offer it, but it's not as well integrated as this. A really nice thing about having the integrated trackpad is it makes the iPad now feel a lot more like a computer and not a tablet, which I think is great. The cursor support is fantastic with iPad OS. You'll see that when I scroll across the icons, the cursor kind of snaps to them. Another kind of really nice feature about this is it's got a USB-C port on the side here. See that? This is purely just for charging, it's not for data transfer. That's purely because it charges through the smart connectors on the back of the keyboard. So if you were hoping to plug in hard drives and stuff like that into this port, you can't. But what it does do is it frees up the charging port on the other side of the iPad. Instead of having your charging cable dangling from here, can be in the way, it's now there flush to the table, which I think is quite nice. Something I've noticed that this keyboard case is missing is a function bar at the top, which gave you access to things like playing and pausing audio playback, adjusting the screen brightness, adjusting the backlit brightness, and locking the home screen. Unfortunately, this keyboard doesn't have any of that, so if you do want to use these things, it's either using the trackpads, going to the control center, and just it through here, which is quite annoying, or locking it manually from the side. Of course, it's a first world problem. It doesn't really matter that much, but I would have liked to see that in this keyboard. Another thing that this keyboard is missing, in my opinion, is a place to permanently store the Apple Pencil. Now, of course, it's perfectly fine leaving the Apple Pencil on charge and sitting at the top. That's probably how I'm going to use this now. But with my old keyboard, you had a little sleeve, which just sat behind here, which meant that you didn't have to have the pencil on charge at all times. Now, I'm a person who doesn't really like to leave things on charge all the time. I know that, of course, it has been designed in a way that you can keep it on there, but for some reason in my mind, I just don't like the idea of a battery always having a constant charge going through it. If you are someone who does use an Apple Pencil a lot, I've heard that this is quite a common complaint with this keyboard, that it doesn't actually offer you to lean the iPad right back for a nice angle for writing on. Personally, I do a lot of note taking for university work, and it seems like now with this keyboard, and it's not horrible to write on, but it's definitely not as comfortable as it once was. So I think the only option for that really will be that. That is your new life there. Taking it out and writing on it like that. If you don't mind that, then that's fine. For me, I don't really mind, to be honest. It's not a big deal for me, but I know that a lot of people, if you're an artist or you're a creative writer or something like that, might be quite a big turn off for you. This case is one of the most expensive accessories on the market at the moment. The 11-inch version is £299 or $299, and then the 12.9-inch version is £349 or $349. Now, of course, this price is quite scary to start off with. People are definitely put off by that price, but I think after actually feeling the quality of the product in my hands now, I'd actually say it's worth it. Of course, you can get other compatible keyboards for the iPad, which will give you a nice typing experience. But I think if you're someone who's used to MacBooks or any kind of Mac, then this will definitely feel a lot more at home to you. This keyboard case is compatible with the 2018 models as well as the new 2020 models. I'm currently using the 2018 model, which you can probably see with the camera cutout. It works flawlessly on both, as I'm aware. So if you do have a 2018 model and you just want to breathe some new life into your iPad, then this case can definitely do that for you. Now, there's still lots that I haven't covered about this keyboard. I did try to keep it very, very brief, so there's probably a lot of things that I've missed out, but be sure to check back because I do plan to do a full in-depth review of this product, as well as comparison between this keyboard, the Logitech Slim Folio Pro keyboard, and the existing Apple Folio keyboard. So be sure to look out for that. From first impressions, I am very impressed with this keyboard. Of course, there are some features that I've mentioned that I would like to see in the keyboard, but I think in general, this is a very, very nice product. And I definitely look forward to using it more and learning more about it. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and leave a comment if you feel like you've learned something. And I hope to see you in the next one.